invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates and what we got going on. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys can, those who are joining, go ahead and share this in the main TG right away. I know the markets are pulling back. You know, 1 month is really hot, 1 month is really not. But let's pull up together. Let's find some gems. Get your communities in here. Actually, see what's going on the technical side. This is just things that happen in the crypto space. You know, things can only go up for so long. They got to retrace. You know, is it the end of the world? No, it's not the end of the world, right? We got Bitcoin, you know, still up here per asset class, man. There's something bigger going on besides just always price action, right? It's the adoption of cryptocurrency. You know, obviously there's things going on around the world. And that's always going to make people feel a little bit of some fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? That market clarity is what really moves the market half the time, everybody. So we got the fear side kind of growing right now. But you guys know when the markets are fearful, you should be greedy. And when the markets are greedy, you should be fearful. And if that thing to play out and it be a real saying, well, that means that you're going to get chances where both of these actually play out, where there's going to be times where the market's greedy. There's going to be times when the market's fearful. And that's what we're having right now. We're having a little bit of fear in the market. There's no denying that right now. We can see the price action. It's curled back quite a bit. And we're going to go over these things, see where they can find some support. You know, is this the area where they actually hold on and what's exactly going on? But we actually been covering this already. You know, that's why it's important for you guys to share this link. If you guys can share it in the main TG, share it on your X account. That's why it's important for us to pull up together, because steel sharpens steel, fam. That's just the fact. So, you know, we get to come up here, we get to work together, we get to make sure that we understand what's going on in the market, but we also make sure that we don't fumble our bags when there's just some knee-jerk reactions going on, right? So this is what we've been covering. I see everybody pulling up. Let me get the chat up actually right away. Darren, what's up, fam? Go ahead and pull up. We actually got some giveaways to take care of today. Those who won during the 1 year anniversary, so we'll be taking care of those giveaways as well. And we got a lot of things going for everybody right now. The markets are going to be the markets no matter what. So if you guys can share this link, I see the room filling up quite fast, so very, very nice. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We'll be talking about some more giveaways as you guys line up for the BYD-Fi. This is a great time while the markets are pulling back that you guys can actually learn some things to put together, man. So here we go. What a great first year for XPX. Absolutely. Solid year for the community. Sophia, if you can post this in the main TG, let me make sure. Yep. If you can post that in the main TG, post the link and stuff, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get as many people in here as we can. Those who got to go to bed, go to bed. Those who got to go to sleep, go to sleep. The markets are going to be here regardless. These live streams are recorded, so you know, if it's too late for you guys and you drank your warm milk already and you're feeling all comfortable, take your butts to bed. All right, the crypto market's going to be here no matter what. You guys can always catch it the next day, right? But here we go. We got BTC. Let's go straight to the daily chart, because this is actually what we've been talking about and we've been covering for quite a bit. You know, if it failed this 50 moving average, and we're having just that right now, right? This is exactly what's going on. I said, hey guys, you know, we've been bouncing off of this. If we broke underneath the 50, you know, we could be seeing this thing fill a gap going a little bit lower. Now, is it going to rip all the way down to 96,000 first right away? I don't think so. I think it's probably going to do a snapback at around 101 and try to do some faking around and see if it can turn back around. But then if it fails crashing into the 50 moving average now from the downside, because let's be honest, it's from the downside now, right? You see the candles are underneath this. So now I do see where it can probably trade to like right here, right? Even to where those previous lows are, and try to snap back and break into this to see if it's going to actually hold on. If not, it's definitely going to fill this gap and come to the point of control right here. So, you know, this is something that we've been covering for a while already, right? We've been kind of preparing everybody for this, to be honest with you, that, you know, not to feel bummed out that this happens in the market. You're going to have these runs, and then you're going to have the things when these markets turn around. It does not mean that the market's over. Could be a shorting opportunity for you. And if you're interested in shorting, I want you guys to come over here and register at BYD-Fi. We're going to be covering a lot of things, do a lot more hands-on when we get back as well. But right now, the best thing that you guys can do is register using this link right here, and then join this Telegram right here. We'll be sending out these winners. I know Saphir is one of them, a couple of the guys from XPX. So we're doing this. Everybody who pulls up right away, I'm just giving it away, man. It's just, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep getting it and keep getting these things so I can give it away to you guys. So, you know, don't don't feel bad if you got it already. You might be able to get another one if people are now signing up, right? So I'm just gonna keep giving it away, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. So if you're interested in being able to take opportunities on these markets when they're going down, because people make money when the market's going down as well. So that's why we cover, the excitement, the euphoric of the pumping up, but also when the market's being fearful that we can actually take an opportunity to catch a short, because we covered this. We actually talked about these exact prices. It would be interesting to see. Now, if Bitcoin breaks past these previous lows over here on the daily chart, we're definitely going to see 96K, fam. I mean, we're going to see that. And, a lot of times we can hold on to that. But if we continue with like bearish sentiment and stuff, we can even see it fill this gap down below. And I've always told you guys, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys, right? Right here, you see these gaps into this is chances that you guys can trade these and short them. Not financial advice. It's still, it's still hard to do. You got to get your method down packed. But right now we're seeing where, potentially you could see some shorts. But I would be cautious because there's sometimes these snapbacks, especially when it comes to BTC. Now, shout out to Blunt House. I use this indicator quite a bit. Actually, whenever I'm doing these trades, it's very, very powerful. And as you can see on the daily chart, we still got that sell signal, right? So technically, this is still in a downtrend. This is when we would start to layer this up, where we would start to, see if it's going to continue this downtrend. And we'll go down to the 4-hour chart to see exactly what we got going on. And as you can see on the 4-hour chart, we still got a sell signal right here. It's still riding this downtrend. It's actually holding on to a lot of prior price, but it can most definitely come back down to where it wicked down just, earlier. What is this? $100,000. This was June 25th. So we could see that again, and then where the market has to kind of just take its breather and start rallying back up. Now, obviously, people don't want to see that, but that's still just at 100K, and it could definitely do that. If we want to see this thing turn around, we're going to have to see this Bitcoin, start to pump up and hold on to this lower value range, and then get back above that 50 moving average. And then tie that in with some other indicators. I got the Blunt House on to let me know what's going on. I also like and actually love the 200 moving average, because you guys can see when we break above it, it gets bullish, right? And when we break underneath it, there's that red cloud. So here goes that red cloud on a nice downtrend. Let me erase one of these so it's not too loud for you guys. But there goes that red cloud essentially, right? And right now, we're in the red cloud right now, even on the 4-hour chart. So we'll be keeping an eye on this. Let's keep layering this chart and see exactly what we got going on. We do want this to turn around. Obviously, we want the sentiment in the market to come back. But when we start layering this, we could see, hey, we've been at this price before. Here goes the 3-hour chart. Boom, right here, 103. Wicked a lot lower than 103 right here, but 103, 103, 103, 103, and some change. A little bit lower, that 102 action. Can it turn around? This is what we're waiting for. And this is a great way for you guys to... What indicators do you use? Okay, so this one right here, I want to start off with the 50 moving average, because this thing is a cheat code. This 50 moving average right now is called CCSMA 50 close. This thing right here is cheat code, because when it's above the 50, it's green. When it's underneath the 50, it's red. And this 50 moving average is very powerful. The next one I'm using is Blunt House technical analysis. We're actually going to have Blunt House on a live stream coming up very, very soon, where our schedules link up and we can have him on here. You can break some of this down for you guys. And he's, a great source of wisdom. And then we layer this up right there, right? Now, the next one that I use, leave the 50 on there. This is the one that I've been using over the years, is the 200 moving average. And it's a combination of indicators that I like. So it's got the 200 moving average. It has the parabolic SAR, which are the crosses that let you know which way the trend. And this cloud thing right here is like if you ever use the Ichimoto cloud, where, the Ichimoto cloud, when it goes to the bullish side, it turns green. And then when it goes down to the bearish side, it turns red. So this 200 moving average one is called the 200 EMA filter parabolic SAR, which is a combination of indicators that I like, and it counts as one indicator on your trading view. So it's very, very powerful to use this 200 EMA filter parabolic SAR, because here, I'll get this one out the way. The 50 moving average, you can use it like this. Underneath this 200 moving average, it's just bearish. Above this 200 moving average is bullish, right? And you guys can see that cloud, that green cloud that is formed right there. You guys can see the red cloud. Just like if you use the indicator called the Ichimoto cloud, it comes with a lot of right here, Ichimoto cloud. You guys can see how this is how it has a lot of similarities like it. You see the green cloud and the red cloud. It's just with less noise. But you can see how the green cloud was basically on the right side, as that 200 moving average was using the green cloud on this side, and then we're using the red cloud on that side, right? But I think it's a bit loud and a bit too noisy. So, with using the 200 moving average over here with this same kind of concept, this is a real cleaner version of using this this kind of setup. And this right here, this 200 moving average with these combinations of indicators together are very, very powerful. You got this parabolic SAR that I use as a trigger, boom, as when to fire, right? And lets you kind of know. And obviously this thing's not golden, because you guys can see how it goes, crosses on the bottom, crosses on the top, crosses on the bottom, crosses on the top. But eventually you'll get the rhythm of this when it's actually doing it and breaking into the 200 moving average, like one down here. This is the kind of run that you want to catch. When it's actually breaking above the 200 moving average, held to support. One of these are going to be your winners as a great entry, where you know that it's just going to be a runner, right? This takes practice. That's why you guys want to use a trading account. Come over here to BYDFi. Use, the funds that I'm going to sell you guys as part of this giveaway. But also, you guys can go ahead and use like their demo account, right? And just you open up a trading view on another screen, on another tab, and just start to practice your method nonstop, back to back for a whole month. Just do that. I mean, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. You're not going to miss out, man. The only thing you're missing out on is refining your strategy right now if you don't take advantage of that. So let's put that 50 moving average back on, because I absolutely love this thing. It really helps out. And you can actually see, again, when this 50 moving average crosses the 200 moving average, when moving averages cross, that's also something to pay attention to. Down here, look, same thing. 50 moving average breaking the 50 moving average, breaking the 200 moving average, and setting this long position right here. This was probably that perfect entry, was right here when these moving averages crossed. Right here, this entry right here was nice, because you have the moving average crossing over at the same time that you have the parabolic SAR also saying. Then you go and add your other indicators, not to get too loud, but we're coming from oversold, going overbought. Same thing. We're going from oversold headed to the overbought section. This is probably that entry of a lifetime right there. But you'll get good at being able to see the crossover of the moving averages. And like this right here, this is another example right here. Up or down, doesn't matter. You guys can do this. All right. So where is Bitcoin gonna? Let's get this out the way. Let's see where Bitcoin is gonna settle. Let's see where it's at. I know it's kind of late for some of the guys over across the pond. If you, like I said, if you drink your warm milk, it's all good. We're just analyzing the market. Drink your warm milk, take your butts to bed, and it's all good. These things are recorded. But if you're here with me right now, if you're pulling up right now, then let's do some TA and continue to see is Bitcoin's going to hold on to this. We're going to check on everything else. Do we take an entry on this? On the daily chart, it's like, it's a lot more bullish when it's above this 50 moving average. We still got a lot of work to do, right? But in the lower time frames, maybe we got some entries, right? Here we go. We still got this downtrend, 102,480. So definitely got to turn this around. And we're just got bearish momentum right now. We're still, you can see this right here, underneath the 50, underneath the 200. And trying to find support where we were at before, but looks like it's struggling. And then, you put that in where what's going on around the world, people will start to speculate, but we'll see what's going on. I think it's a bit late to chase the short. I would have been something that you would want to set up on the daily chart and a higher time frame and kind of line it up. Right now, we're just going to be waiting for that next snap back towards the top, if that's something that can happen. So here we go, the 15-minute chart, which is one that I like to work with to layer myself into these lower time frames. We could see it holding on to the lower value range, exactly where it come down before. It just did this not too long ago. It did this at 10:30. So here we go at 102,635, and then it got to rally right back up to that 104. So we could be seeing that happen again right here. We'll see, right? We'll definitely see. Yep, plus the wars and everything. So that's where the market clarity is not there, right? People get scared when there's no market clarity and there's things like that going on. I honestly don't think it's over. And even still, like coming down to these lower time frames, it's still well over all the moving averages. But this could be the end of that little run for the downside, and it could snap right back up. Bitcoin likes to snap right back up, snatch some liquidity up. But I mean, if you caught this momentum from up here going down, I mean, kudos to you. I was in a community space with XPX, so I was mainly just paying attention to that. But here goes another example, even on the 2 minute chart. This is anybody could have traded this. Upper valley range, breaking the moving averages coming down, just ride this thing all the way down here. It could be where it's turning around right now. Let's go down even down to the 1 minute chart. And you can see, like, it doesn't matter what time frame. Since it's been in the red, it's just been red, right? It doesn't break above the 200 moving average. There's moments where it breaks above the 50 and kind of goes to the 200, but you can see how both of these together are very powerful because, you know, look at this. Up to the 200, retrace. 200, retrace. Little false breakout, retrace. False breakout, retrace. But really just a downtrend no matter what. And now this is where it's starting to actually trying to hold on, and maybe we could see it actually start to turn around little by little. Send everything. Yes, man. That's how I feel right now. This is a great opportunity for you guys to look at, you know, your particular, you know, blue chips, you know, your ETH, your BNB, your Solana that you want to buy for your main plays right now, because you're going to be getting on a discount. I don't really think it's over. The only thing on the daily chart, like I'm always going to be honest with you guys, we'll see if it does this. There is a little peak right here, and I'm being a little, you know, we haven't taken out these previous lows, so it still can have that where it turns red-green, but we need that blunt house to flicker a green indicator for us, and then we'll know what's going on. So far, you know, it could stay a little bit bearish, so we'll see if it holds on to this section, if it can snap right back. Bitcoin definitely can do that. What's up, Rico? Have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys all pulling up. This is what's good. What's good, Rico? Stay volted in everything you do, sir. Salute. Absolutely. 100%. Staying voted for the people, man. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I love what I do. Honestly, I love what I'm doing. And this is why we're here. We're building nonstop. So exciting things up ahead. Nonetheless, daily chart, a little bit bearish, fam. I told you guys if this happened, I would be honest with you guys. I'm always going to do that. So let's see if the lowest we see is 102. If we lose that 102, 100, we're going to see a little wick down to this 96. Okay, I'm just being honest with you guys, all right? Let's go on and move on to some of the other alts to make sure and see what's actually going on with some of our favorite alts. And you guys can let me know what you guys are buying. Get your communities in here. As you know, we're already at 228 people in the live stream. You know, we're live on Rumble. We're live on X, on multiple platforms. We're live on YouTube. This is a great opportunity to get your community, even though that the market's bearish right now and the overall sentiment feels like, man, get them in here. Let's refine a little bit. But like I said, I know a lot of people are across the pond. If you got to go to bed, take your butt to bed. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go lay down. Go lay down. All right, let's go over here to Solana. Really pulling back, giving some people some opportunity. I'm keeping my eye on this one because Solana's fun to trade, honestly. It has its momentums. And here we go, that 50 moving average showing everybody what's up. And could we see Solana coming down to 111? Man, that would be crazy, right? That would be crazy. Can you look at Solana? That we're looking at it right now, bro. Let's start right now. Delulu. Here we are right now looking at Solana. It's been almost like understanding that it's been underneath this 50 moving average, you know, since kind of already for a while, since June 25th. So, you know, it still is on a downtrend. We're going to add some of these indicators to get an idea, but let's go to the 4-hour. Man, this was a nice little rip up right here when it broke above there. Again, getting above the 50 moving average. It just keeps breaking. This right here was, you know, where things kind of hit the fan right here when we lost this 143 right here. And it really turned into a really bearish situation for, you know, Solana for sure. So seeing Solana get back above the 50 moving average with some of the other indicators tied together, especially on the higher time frames, is truly needed. But we know that it follows what Bitcoin's doing. So if Bitcoin continues to be a little bit bearish, you guys know that those things roll downhill. Let's say it like that, right? So Solana looking at 137 right now. Not sure exactly where this thing wants to find a floor. It could be right here where it's actually trying to find that floor, but we're going to have to get a little bit lower in the time frames to see, you know, where that entry level might be exactly. Can we jump into Solana? Is it ready to turn around? I would wait for BTC. I would do it like this, you know, on the 1-hour chart, BTC. You know, you want to see a buy signal right here. Where's the 15-minute chart? Do we got a buy signal yet over here? No buy signal yet, right? And on this 15-minute chart, and we come over here to Solana on a 15-minute chart, they're going to look very somewhat similar, not perfect, right? You see this? They're not going to be You see this? They're not going to be picture perfect, but they are very similar. And I would be looking for Bitcoin to actually flip and turn bullish to then wait for my entry on Solana to actually ride that wave up on a futures trade on BYD-Fi. Now, I would be waiting because the markets are very shaky right now. I'm definitely getting in on the discounts of rumors of war. Yep, there's going to be a lot. I just wonder why Solana hasn't gotten back to 250. It will, bro. It will. Everything's just kind of on the sidelines right now. You know, we need that Bitcoin to break that 120, and that's going to be the next moment of like the hurrah, like, oh my God. And then you get that wave of more people pouring in, right? And it always comes down to psychological barriers that we agree on. So as we continue to crash this all-time high of BTC at 110, the minute we can break past that 110 and we see 115 on the board, everything else is going to get very sendy, right? We're going to get everything looking very sendy. So I do not discount Solana going back up to the 200s. It most definitely will, for sure. But right now it's just struggling to, keep up because, well, actually, it's actually keeping up perfect with BTC, but keeping up with prices struggling because BTC is pulling back, and you see it still pulling back. 102 102,000 on BTC right now. Definitely needs to turn it around. Even if you go down to the lower time frames, still, wicking on down. So we need it to go a lot higher. But this is where I personally would be looking at Solana. The minute BTC can, like on the 15-minute chart, get above this 50 moving average, that Solana is going to trail behind it and give you an opportunity to possibly trade it back up to these ranges of the 140s, possibly back into the 150s, depending on how hard BTC actually rips back up, if it actually rips back up, because on the higher time frames we did break below that. So right now we're looking at these lower time frames and looking for these markets to give us a break, or basically just enjoy the weekend. But here you guys go, right here underneath the 50 moving average, straight downtrend ever since. So now it's holding on to this, and I like this 137.70 right away. This is where we can have some fun and see if, hey, is there an entry right here? Okay, we see some green. Downtrend this whole time under the 50. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for this 50 moving average to come down here so we can break above that and then fill a gap. So again, you can see that downtrend, a couple false breakouts, but nonetheless, pure downtrend on every time frame, because this stuff is super fractal. But this is the area where you're going to be finding opportunity. And where's the upper range? 139. So if you're looking for a quick trade, waiting for this to right around this area right now is looking really nice, but wait for it to break above the 50 moving average, and kind of just wait for the whole market. I would be very, very cautious right now. Okay, why? Because when BTC is in a downtrend on the daily chart, it's hard to trade longs when the overall market is basically swimming backwards. But when it's green and you got this green, it's like swimming with the current. So right now, I honestly would be looking for where the charts go up and then looking for another short and taking the charts down and keep riding it down, as all these time frames are really showing that it's just a downtrend nonstop. So a lot of work to be done, fam. We're just in a downtrend right now. The market's in a bit of a downtrend. I got to be transparent with you guys. It's not over. You don't have to pack your bags and get out of cryptocurrency. Just give it its time to turn back around. Might be a good time to go to the park, have some time with the family, because, when the markets get like this, everybody kind of sits on the sidelines and they're not sure if they want to go higher. So short term, let's see Solana get back into the 140s. 139 is the upper value range. Potential trade if you want to try to fill this gap on the very, very lower time frames. But like I said, I would be very cautious and be very careful, because when the markets are like this, it's really hard to tell exactly what's going on. But right now we're in a downtrend. Let's go to Ethereum. Let's keep moving and grooving, and get your overall, get your communities in here. We're going to get talking about Smart DeFi. We're going to talk about some of the tickers up above and go through the process. So here goes Ethereum. Pull back on Ethereum. Same thing. Let's start off with the daily. And here you go. I mean, we talked about this nonstop, but like with BTC, on the daily, the minute it breaks underneath the 50 moving average, you see Ethereum trail kind of behind. Now, for those who want to trade this, honestly, if Bitcoin continues a nice downtrend, there's a potential nice, great short on ETH that could come down to this gap right here to 1,800 again. I don't think we'll see these prices. That'd be crazy. And I do want to add that, the volume profile does change. It's dynamic, so it does change as it moves along. But, there is a nice little gap right here where it could fill this if BTC continued in this downtrend and did not like flick right back and kind of snap back to the upside. So Ethereum right now breaking underneath the 50 moving average, exactly at the point of control. We called it since 1800 to this point of control and potentially going to the upper valley range, which it did try to do. It did wick up here to about 2,800 and some change, but then turned right back around because BTC turned around. So we're seeing the rest of the markets kind of reflect that, right? That's kind of what happened. So let's keep an eye on ETH right now on the daily chart, breaking the 50 moving average, coming down to the 4-hour chart. And you can see easily that we're clearly underneath the 50 moving average and having some trouble to even get close to getting back by it, right? So let's go down to the 1-hour chart, just straight downtrend. The daily chart is going to be where you guys are going to do really good. And then you get your rhythm on the high time frames, and then you get a little bit more degenerate going down to the lower time frames. Here goes your 5-minute chart. I mean, almost anybody could see this. You know, this is why I like the 50 moving average, and clean this up just a little bit for you guys. Break underneath the 50, that's been a downtrend the whole time on a 5-minute chart, right? So from up here of 24.40 coming all the way down to 23.84, straight downtrend. So it's definitely doing its best to continue that downtrend, and really it's just following BTC. The minute BTC can turn around and we start seeing BTC break over the 50 moving average on their side, you'll start to see everything kind of trail behind. So I'm not sure if that knife is done falling, fam, right? We got to keep an eye on that because BTC on the high time frames, if you see this thing flicker back green and we get some bullish overall momentum, that can be really good. But I would be careful right now trying to time that exact bottom because, you know, they could be looking to liquidate the markets really, really fast. So just be cautious right now. Like I said, every once in a while you got to disconnect, you know, and just, you know, touch some grass, roll around in some grass, whatever it might be that you're doing with some grass. But there goes what you can do, right? Here we go, man. 1688 on Avalanche. And when it comes to AVAX, we were talking about it at $19. It's just a set it and forget it with AVAX. And really getting AVAX and going into Arena is really the play. And just letting that develop on its own. Nothing too crazy because, you know, Avalanche still has a lot to prove. But I think everybody could park just a decent bag where at least you got exposure to Arena. And the way that you're going to get exposure to Arena is by making sure that you guys come over here and you guys actually tap into Avalanche and get on that Arena project, okay? So let's go ahead and go to Smart DeFi, fam. Welcome everybody pulling up. Appreciate you guys coming up really, really strong. Another great day in cryptocurrency. Let's start right here with that Smart DeFi movement, celebrating over 1 year now. Now it's over 1 year, fam, that we're live doing our thing and even launching, you know, amazing projects like XPX right on Smart DeFi. So let's go to XPX right away. Healthy looking chart, even with the markets pulling back, everything going on. We're just holding really strong, getting ready for our next leg up. You guys know that Davitola was talking about the Rare Evo event coming up August 6th through the 10th. We're definitely going to be pulling up to that just like we did for the BTC conference. We just released some more utilities. So even though the chart might be where the chart's at right now with the type of markets that we have, to me, this is a bullish sentiment because we still got more utility to roll out. And we're going to keep rolling this out one piece at a time and giving you guys exactly what you guys need in the space while holding a very, very solid chart with asset backing, staking, lending. I mean, the utility list just goes on and on and on. So I'm excited to present you guys XPX. Those who are new that are listening, I launched this project on Smart DeFi with Ali, Marlon, and David. I mean, those guys are absolutely amazing. Without them in this community, XPX wouldn't be what it is today. And we are just thriving nonstop with 16.7% of the supply burned. You guys don't want to miss out on this. We're cooking right now as we see the markets pulling back. You know, the overall sentiment in the market just kind of on the fence. So we can step on the gas again. But I want to let you guys know that even though we release utility, non-KYC gift cards on our birthday, get ready for the next round of utilities we'll be releasing once again, possibly next month, right? We're most likely just step on the gas, not to count the countless utilities we've already released, having staking live, having lending live, virtual Visa cards for you to off-ramp live, physical gold cards to off-ramp your crypto, non-KYC bill payments, non-KYC gift cards for individuals and businesses, which is super bullish. And finishing the payroll feature, which is already being more and more tested. So Very, very bullish times up ahead. Let's go ahead and go to the website, get you guys started. For those who are trying to tap in and figure out how to use this, you guys can come over here to xpxpay.com right now and start using this ASAP. ASAP, right? So here we go right now. Go to xpxpay.com, come to Crypto Bill Pay, right? And you guys got some featured right here, which we'll be adding some more. Yes, we're going to be adding some more, but this has been the latest one that we're adding right here. And this is crypto gift cards. So you guys can come over here and buy your crypto gift cards, select what country you're in, go through the list and pick. This is going to be right at the top that you guys pick what country and then pick the gift card that you guys want. But you guys can see the list is fire. Some of these are already on fire already because these are the main ones being used and the ones that are extremely bullish. So we got Target, we got Airbnb, we got Steam, we got Celebrity Cruises, we got your Walmart, we got your Uber Eats. You guys know that I love that. Just getting more and more around as time goes by. You got the green card, depending on what country you're in. Obviously, not everybody's going to have these features. Some of these gift cards are specifically to your area, but best believe that we're going to be rolling out some very, very special things for you guys to make sure that you guys got all your non-KYC needs. And the list just goes on, fam. They'll keep loading up for you guys, whether you guys need some Amazon cards, whether you guys need some Google Play cards, whether you guys need some Steam cards, whatever it might be. You guys can come here now, pick the gift card that you want, right? Go through the process, whether it's Walmart, whatever it might be, Target, US, put how much you want to put, how much you want to add to that gift card, USD, pretty nice amount, be able to use this wherever you guys like. Non-KYC, 2K on the card is crazy bullish, everybody. It's crazy bullish. There are rumors a pretty big company is going to be partnering up with us soon. Step by step, bro. Step by step, bro. Honestly, step by step. And what's nice is they actually contacted us. So it's not like I was, trying to sell them something. XPX has honestly just been doing it so good. And Feet Hub cards. Yeah. But yeah, Safir, that's what's cool about this is that this company contacted me and contacted XPX to really facilitate a lot of things. And this is why we're going to be rolling out a lot of utility moving forward. And they're working on a lot of stuff with their local governments and things like that. So, yeah, very, very exciting times up ahead because the end goal has always been to bank the unbank, and the cards are a way to get in, but we got a lot of things to do with merchants, helping RWA projects. The list goes on and on and on, and that's why it's important for XPX to continue to stake its claim, to continue to roll these things out. I've even started working on some charity donation things, getting ready for you guys. So just know that we're going to keep rolling quite a few things out for the future, and not just for individuals, but for businesses, for anybody, for a country that's coming into the space, and for a really massive community from a country that actually needs this stuff, right? And that's always been the end goal, is to make sure that we can get to these places that actually need it. Now, compared to the cards, we were limited to what countries we can use the cards in. But now if you guys come to the gift cards and you select a country, a lot of the cards that we didn't have, a lot of the countries we didn't have exposure to because the cards didn't let us, we can now do things in Cuba. We can do things in Ethiopia. There's another one. So, there's quite a few more countries added that we can actually help this get out there. And this is how we actually get to that end goal, to really, really, take this across the line and get this to a lot of people. So now the list has grown even more, and it's very exciting to see this kind of just all come together. And there's so much more. You got Singapore right here. We really opened it up. That was one that really needed to be taken care of, to make sure, but this is where we're at right now, everybody. So you got Uruguay for Feg the system, Feg the world. Feg the world is from there and stuff. So you got everybody now is on this list thanks to the gift cards. And now we can get exposures. Like on the surface, it's fun, right? Because we got the cards and stuff. But the end goal of XPX is to make sure that we can get into these countries that are developing. And, maybe they have hostile governments or hostile regimes, whatever it might be. We need to be able to give them access to utilities that are what's going on today without people getting in their way, right? So the gift cards are, I'm sure a lot of people are going to use it that are in the crypto space and take advantage of them. But this is actually a step closer to getting to that point where we start getting to, you know, a lot of these countries that the cards were not being able to reach, that we can go ahead and reach there and hand it over to the people so we can take it that much further. So very, very exciting times up ahead. I'm going to go over to our X page and talk to you guys a little bit more about XPX. Let me come over here and go to our X just like this. Maybe we can provide discount codes for the FeetCoin Chads. Maybe we can do that, man. The stream is on fire right now. Shout out to you guys right now. Massive thanks for everybody who's pulling up. Like I said, if you guys are pulling up for the giveaway, you guys must register with this link right here. If you guys are listening on Rumble or you guys are listening on X, come over to YouTube as well and engage. Register right here. I'm shilling it hard because this is a perfect time while the markets are, you know, shaking everybody about. This could be a good time for you to educate yourself and just get down to the nitty gritty, right? So let's come over here to the main X account. Now over 4,000 followers and just growing nonstop. Some pretty amazing things going on. Shout out to, I mean, we've added some more graphics. Let me show you guys this because this is just too bullish and I think it should be shown off. This was a lot of hard work went into this and I think this is pretty cool. So let me just show you guys. We'll add some jams to this too. We can probably, TK, you could probably add some jams to this, but get ready to see more of this level of content as well coming from XPX. I think this stuff is very, very bullish to be able to stay relevant with the type of marketing materials that we're pushing out. The fact that we can leverage AI, it looks as good and it's only going to grow. It's pretty exciting because we're at a new level in not just crypto, but really technology, and we could use it to our advantage. And look at that, having the website right there is so cool, right inside of this AI model. Redeem your gift cards, and people would do this via email. I think I might have to sneeze, which I'm sure you guys don't want to hear. Let me see if I can get that to go away. If I just, let me meditate really quick. Let me get that sneeze to go away. You guys don't want to hear me sneeze all out on the mic, right? You guys like, keep your sneezes to yourself. Wait a second. We got it. That's that. We got to control, stay locked in. But this is something that's super bullish. And I want to, you know, it's one thing for me, Rico, to say it all the time. It's one thing for Ali to say it all the time. It's one thing for everybody to be like, yeah, you know, everybody in the community, TK saying this stuff, you know, everybody's bullish. But let's hear from some other people. How about that, everybody? How about we have some fun? We got 425 people, 435 just shot up. Welcome to the next 10 people who pulled up. Saphir, you're a real one. I appreciate you, brother. And I love what we're doing together. I mean, this is being built out by community, by team, and by freaking crypto enthusiasts that love this space. And it's starting to be recognized. So let's go ahead and play this clip really quick. So let's have some fun. And it's like, you know, you guys hear from me all the time. You guys hear from TK all the time. You guys hear from Ali all the time. You guys, you know, hear from David and Marlon that XPX is bullish. Maybe you guys hear it even from Rocks, right? You guys saw the messages from Rocks. And you hear it from Feg the System, Feg the World, and you know, people within our umbrella, our ecosystem. But here we go. Here we go. This is from other people.
You were around, we were hanging out with Rico Moneybags. Yes. Dude, Rico's the man. Yesterday,
I love Rico.
Was hanging out with them in their space. They had a birthday, a 1 year anniversary for XPX, and their token as well as their card. And stoked on that. The only thing I'm not stoked on right now is that DHL is having a strike. So
which he just got his card. The strike is over. He's actually got his card. But this is facts. Like a lot of people that were waiting for their cards, you know, they're like, where's my card? And say that it's shipped out. Was like, hey, DHL handles international shipping, and you know, they have to deal with some stuff. But here we go. He does have his card now. He's already having fun with it. He's already using the card bot inside the Telegram, which he absolutely loves. And I think a lot of people will love that card bot as we continue to grow. But let me continue right here.
My gold card is stuck. Yeah, is stuck in the mail on strike right now. So otherwise, it should have been here a few days ago. And look, I'm really into looking at different off-ramp solutions, ways that I could use my crypto in the real world. You know, purchasing things, whether it's at the grocery store, whether it's, you know, clothing, paying bills, just getting cash out, period. So there's multiple different methods. And, you know, like I said, XPX has been around. Rico's been on the grind. And the card is great. He also is launching a non-KYC bill pay and gift card from there, so you'll be able to get, pay your bills or do anything without doing any KYC. So I would highly, highly suggest checking out them and tapping in. He streams every day too. Good dude. So, oh look, we got a few people. I started mentioning their names, and then
let me give a shout out to TK right here. TK, I love you, brother. This is what we this is what we get to do. And I just want to say these guys are absolutely amazing as well. Got to hang out with them here in Vegas. We're going to be linking up with them again. I'm not sure if Action is actually coming as well, but most likely he will. But TK, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if we grind together, we shine together. And when things like this happen organically and people, know where you guys are coming from, it's absolutely amazing. So I appreciate that. While I'm taking care of things, you guys are actually watching for XPX to pop up anywhere and to make sure that we get the word out there and to even engage, like always engage with Dad Batola, always engage with these guys. They're real Chads in the space. So let's continue.
They come out of the woodwork there.
By the way, let me translate that. That's a little handshake and a little heart that's not showing.
We're going to be the XPX card, and we will soon test that as soon as it shows up. And the thing with that is, you're going to have crazy access to Rico because he's doing spaces daily. He streams live daily. You show up, say what's up. He's chatting with you, and he is boots on the ground here in the States, in Vegas, working for a while against, all that stuff that was preventing things like he's trying to do from happening here. And now that it's opening up, he's starting to make some great progress, and him and his team are going to be leading the way here. And I think big things are to come. I like to see what I see is like, even same as Ultima. It's like a couple guys like working out of a garage kind of mentality, like that old, Silicon Valley, like a couple people working out of the garage, and then all of a sudden they make like a Google or a Facebook or one of these things. That's how I see things moving for Web3 with projects like this. Yeah. You have your Ultima, your XPX, you have guys that are on the ground grinding, in communication with their customers, getting feedback, improving things, and they're going to hit this stride where you're going to see them be big key players. Right now, a lot of the big key players out there are ones that just have deep pockets. And we're able to just go to, MasterCard or Visa and just put, hundreds of millions down and work their deals and do all that. And, I think the little guy is gonna shine as we move further in the cycle and further in Web3. So.
Absolutely bullish. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't come over to his X account and show what he's got going on. I'm actually going to post his link for you guys right here so you guys can come over here and show this man some love. But I also want you guys to engage with what he has going on as well. So not only are you guys hearing it from me, not only are you guys hearing it from the team, but some really respected people in the space. And I also want to show some support to his people over here who he's actually working with. Excuse me. Come over here to Genzio Media. Really big. They're also here in Las Vegas, as you guys can see. We are networking with the right people in the space, and these guys will continue to keep pulling up to these conferences. So, we're really close to the right people in the space, and to get that level of acknowledgement, it's not just me, it's this community that's been having my back. It's the team that's been grinding nonstop. Is why we have people at this level of this caliber, following XPX, giving XPX some shout outs and stuff like that. We've been here for a whole year doing the right thing for the space, and we're going to continue to do that, fam. We have a huge opportunity, not just because, of course, you want to do the right thing, but you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. If you just do it right, you're going to win. It's and like what he said, coming, building like that garage from the ground. Like, I was just watching a video on NVIDIA. These guys were coming up with NVIDIA at a Denny's booth in the corner, right? And that's where NVIDIA started. And do not never discount those homegrown, dedicated people that, even like the Amazon picture that I would bring up sometimes for you guys, with the blue spray paint on the wall, and his desk was a door that was drilled into some legs, so it was a desk. Like, do not never discount that person that's just making sure that they get those 10,000 hours in of just that consistency of building and doing it the right way. So that opportunity, whether it's a .com moment, whether it's this .com moment of cryptocurrency, the blockchain moment that we're having right now, some people, and I think a lot of people in this community, and not just XPX, those who are just listening in, are part of this as well, where we understand that we have a unique opportunity at our hands right now, and we want to associate ourselves with those solid projects, those solid communities to go to the next level. So If you guys can come over here, give Gen Zeo Media a shout out as well. Make sure you guys show them love whenever they're going live. I mean, you know, a friend of Dabatola is a friend of mine, and make sure you guys give Action a follow as well. Tune into all their things that they got going on. I mean, he's a real one in the space, and I mean, you would have to see like in real life how much of a real one this guy is. He was absolutely amazing, and that's why I'm looking forward to linking up with him. We got the Rare Evo that's coming up as well. Jesus is definitely grassroots, been grinding since 2023. Absolutely, man. And that matters in the space, right? So, and that's what I want people to understand. It's like, and you know, talking like to Prophet Bear right now from Jesus Coin, it's like you will start to attract the right people that actually want to take things along all the way, right? The fact that we have Jesus Coin here, and we'll give them a shout out as well, and we'll bring them up as well when we get to the deck screener, is exactly what you want. You want to find the right people that are actually networking with. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? So when you can start to see the people that actually want to take things all the way and be here in the space for long term, you know, that really to me holds a lot of value. So also, I'm going to grab his YouTube link. I'm going to copy this link right here. You guys go to his YouTube channel, copy link address. Yes, we'll do that right there. Go to his YouTube channel, show the man some love. Actually, that's not how I want to copy it. You guys come over here to his X account and click on the link like that. And like that, you guys can tap in with all things Dabatola. I posted it twice just to make sure that you guys don't miss out, because this is just bullish. And as you guys can see, man, I mean, cool with doodles. I mean, it's the right people to link up with. So shout out to Dabatola, and I appreciate all the kind words, brother. And looking forward to you using the card. And that's what it's all about with XPX. It's just providing the pickaxes and shovels to everybody who wants to use their money into space however they want, and let them enjoy that, and let XPX sell itself. Let the community, you know, get the word out there, and everybody see that we have something special truly here. So this is XPX, everybody. If you guys, you know, really want to be a part of XPX, whether you're an individual, whether you're a business, whether you're trying to take care of your payroll needs, whether you need non-KYC bill payments, whether you need non-KYC gift cards, and more non-KYC products to come, just come over here and give us a follow at XPX Token. Contact any members of the team, contact the community. We'll all make sure that you go through the right channels and get you tapped in all the way. If you're interested in starting your account right away, come over here to dash.xpx login right here. Let me copy this and post this for you guys right here. And you guys are going to be loving what we got coming up right now. There's actually some things already released that nobody really has noticed, that we're adding some more products. And you guys will notice that very, very soon. So that's XPX, fam. Chart holding up very strong. This is normal in this market. You know, market, it's like this. We went to our all-time high, 2.7, with less utilities than we have today. I know for a fact when we break this all-time high again, we'll definitely will hold above it. We went up to it, we crashed against it, we tried it one more time, and then we did some redistribution like anything else in the space. Now it's up to us to, you know, get past this 1.5 million, which I have no doubt that we'll do. And I know that's where FOMO kind of ignites. And, you know, we throw everything in the kitchen sink and we break past that all-time high, which should take us straight to $5 million market cap, and where we do the 5K giveaway to 5 community members. So stay tapped in. I'm going to post this in the chat as well as you guys pull up, man. This is absolutely epic. Man, crazy numbers today. You guys just pulling up on the weekend. Really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's go over here. Let's go over some crypto projects, some things I was finding while I was looking for some plays for you guys. Yes, I was looking around. I was like, man, let's find some plays for the chat. Let's find some more plays. And you know what? I was looking on ETH, looking for something. This one's called Ishi right here. Shiba Inu's father, and the chart's looking really good. So we got some hot plays that we're going to be looking at right now. So make sure you guys get your communities in here, and we got some brand new ones added to the tickers. If you guys want to be added to the ticker up above, definitely send me a DM and let me know, hey, I need my project to get some more exposure. I want my community to have a place to come and pull up and show like crazy. Let me know. Here we go. We got Shiba Inu's father. We haven't heard this narrative in quite a while. Let's go ahead and check out their website. The chart's looking pretty healthy. You know, this is Shiba Inu. You guys know when the dogs, do they rule? You know, this is one of the powerful things about Shiba Inu, is that this lore would never go away. It's always part of crypto, and you never know which one's going to be the next one that actually pumps and sends it a lot higher, because the space loves dogs. The space loves cats. It loves animals. Meme coins are animals for the most part. That's why it's so hard to get everybody to come into the space, because they're like, what am I doing? I'm buying a dog coin, the Doji coin, the Doji coin. But that's how the space gets people to come in, and then they stay for the utility. So this could be the next Shiba Inu's father that brings in a lot of hype right now. I'm bringing you guys this one very early. Obviously not financial advice, do your own research, but this is one that I found that, hey, it's right before all the influencers start talking about it, before you get all the really big ones. And when you scroll down, they did their research to give you enough substance. Now, does that automatically mean that it's going to be something that pumps up high or super high? No, that doesn't mean that. But what I'm seeing is, hey, they're going through the motions of kind of building this up nice and slow, nice and easy, and I'm bringing it to you before all the KOLs pump it up, and then you guys know what happens after that, right? So could it be an early play? This is Ethereum. Ethereum's been doing pretty good with some of the bangers. It's been moving a little bit slower and kind of printing some good plays. But here, this one's at right now at just underneath $1 million market cap. It's at 880 market cap right now, and the all-time high was 220. But this chart right here just looks like, I like these charts when they look like this. This tells me that the team is not trying to wreck everybody, like just all crazy for no reason. And then, then it's CTO of the CTO of the CTO. Like, no, this thing's holding really, really good. Now, that's not to say that one red candle can't come out right now and take this thing to, 10K market cap, and that's the end of it. But what I'm saying is, that this chart looks relatively healthy for, being launched, even though in crypto, it feels like forever, 2 days, almost going on 3 days, but it's holding relatively well. If it can go back over this 1 million, and then you guys know what we like to do, where it breaks to 5 million and then goes 10 million, you have yourself a runner right there. Now, is that going to mean that this is a runner automatically? Not necessarily, but we're seeing that they're willing to put money into it with the ads. We're seeing that it's super early, that we don't see a lot of influencers talking about it. It could be something that you just sprinkle it a little bit. If it runs up, it runs up. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? That's the type of scenario with the Shiba Inu's father right now, okay? So this is one that I saw that I thought had some potential. The overall, chart was holding really good, and I was liking what I was seeing, right? Let's go over to the next one right here, which is Zeus. That this is the one that the space is talking about. Everybody's talking about. They're pulling up nonstop. Their community has been coming in strong, and it's holding pretty good. This one's holding pretty good. I must say that overall, even with the market, shaking around like it is, it's still holding really good, even on the daily chart. Like, for this to be, a meme coin, and it's the Matt Fury stuff, it's holding really good. It had its wick down already, 5 million, break to 10 million, go all the way to 20 something. But what it did was, from all the way to 2 point something, it went back into the 20s. So they like this Zeus one, right? And it seems like people like this. And here we go. I mean, it's making higher lows, higher lows. If it can break past this 25 million and hold above there, this could be a runner, right? And obviously they want, if it was over to be over, it would have been over right here. This first pullback, and it would have just took forever. But this one seems to want to come back to life here and there. I know that Kid and Walt likes to talk about this one. I know there's a lot of other influencers that talk about this one. So this is probably slowing them down quite a bit. But this is a play that you see a lot of the bigger guys talking about. Pretty interesting that it's backed and supported by the owner. Let's see. Right here, and I got a big account, so this will definitely help it out that it has a big account. Pepe Cat, here goes another one. But these are the things with these plays right here. It's going to be, which one's going to be the one that sticks and stays the longest? That's going to be up to you to have to figure that one out, right? So see what we got right here. Because this is a Pepe Cat thing right here. Pepe Cat's another one. And we could have just probably found one. We'll open this up and we'll follow the Matt Fury trail right now. Let's see. All right. Let's keep that going. I got that sneeze. Still trying to sneeze up on me. But here goes that Matt Fury play where, it wasn't this one. It is this one now. And that's what it's all about. So, these are Matt Fury plays, and they're Matt Fury plays. Which one is the one that stays the longest? Which one's the real one? That's up to you to get down packed. But this one seems like one that the community likes. I mean, they're holding on to this Zeus, baby. They're doing good. This dog is holding good, and could be a winner. and we'll keep an eye on this one, right? The community has been pulling up. If it holds above 10 mil, stays above 10 mil, and breaks that 25 million, you could have yourself your next Matt Fury runner. We actually haven't had a serious Matt Fury runner yet. Everything's going up to 20, 30 million and coming right back down, right? It's been a while since we've had that, you know, like that Myro, $400 million market cap, that Kendu, $280 million market cap. It's been a little bit, you know, by the time we figure out that they're in the hundreds of millions, it's already late, right? So we need to look for one of these right now. Is it this one right now at 14.3 million? It can be. I know that they're building a community around it. The chart's looking relatively healthy, so it definitely has some potential. Even right here on the hour chart, I mean, for a crypto chart, this is fine. I mean, even this going down like this to from 20 million to 2 point something and going right back up, I mean, that's crypto, baby. You got to be able to handle that. If you can't handle a 60% retracement, you don't deserve 600% in profit. That's just the facts. You know, you come over here and you check the price. Everybody, that's why people know this. Look at this. What is this? 90% retracement. You can't handle that. You're not winning. This was the 60 and 80% right here where it normally does, but took it a little bit lower. But I mean, perfect example how you got to be able to handle some of that to reap the benefits of it. And especially when the markets are kind of like this, you might find a great entry. Let's go to Jesus Coin next. Let's see what they got going on. I mean, definitely an OG in the space, holding it down. Bro says like a dino. Bring back the 30-second break timer to the sneeze. I know, right? We got to go back. We'll go back to StreamYard soon and see what's going on over there. Let's go to Jesus Coin. That's where I got all my that's where I have all my sneezing commercials that I get to go on commercial, 30-second commercial and sneeze away and stuff, right? Here we go right now. We got this, I mean, looking really good. He says, bring it back, bring it back. Yes, we got Jesus Coin right here, holding really strong, $4.9 million market cap. But tell me where you guys find another one that has $4.9 million market cap with a $1.1 million liquidity. I mean, you guys got to, you know, look around. This is a real project right here. It has real liquidity. And, I mean, that's impressive liquidity. I wouldn't mind that either, to be honest with you, because I know this is where the feet break. This is where the whales come in. They're willing to come into something like this. So 1.1 million in liquidity, looking healthy. You guys look around when you guys buying your projects. You know, look at your market cap to liquidity ratios. You know, if you're there, you might not be able to look back ever again. So you know, if you like the way things are playing with you right now, then go about it like that. Otherwise, you know, you'll notice that it's probably one of the best things you can do is look at that, because this thing has some serious liquidity in here that nobody should ignore. So very nice. Yeah, I'm looking to make available some 3D printed Jesus bus and made some golf balls with meme images. But yeah, that's not even on any major exchange. I mean, it's, you guys got the community, you got the determination. I mean, you're pulling up religiously, right? I like saying that because it's true. I mean, what more dedicated community than the Christians are? Is like, I think religious communities are the first CTOs. They're the first communities of just like being that strong, right? So it's like, there's a lot of power in that, man. I don't think it should never be ignored how much power is actually in the fact that the word is very powerful and people love the word, right? Which is what's going on right here. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. There's just a couple things to lock in and where we can take things a lot further. When Jesus Coin on Just Shop Crypto? That's a great question, Saphir. That's a great question, right? Let's start selling that Jesus merch on justshopcrypto.com. And that's what we're going to be turning up, man. I mean, the collaborations is honestly where it's at. I mean, I do my best to explain that to everybody in the space, but you know, everybody, we got to do this together. And everybody's going to fill a gap that the other person can fill that the other one's not filling. It's all it's all about collaboration. And, you know, I'm not going to get in the way of Profit Bear. If anything, I want to help out. How can I be, you know, adding value to the marketplace and to Jesus Coin and to their community, right? And that's what it's really all about. But if we just got to build the bridges and stuff, that's what it comes down to. And I'm sure it will. Yeah. So, yeah, Profit Bear for sure. Let me show you Just Shop Crypto. This is it right here. Send me a DM and all your guys' stuff. I'll let you guys know how we can add you guys up on here, and we'll do revenue share, all that stuff, and basically, bro, everything that I do is a win-win. Like I got my own. I got a lot of my own stuff already, so it's like that's why I'm not a dev that's like greedy or anything like that, or I got to wreck the chart to roll out utility or anything like. I've been in crypto since 2017, so I'm pretty good, right? And I love the space. This is just my way of giving back to the space and building something to be a part of the space and not just watch the space evolve and actually be a factor in the space. And that's what I want to do. And I want to offer that to everybody. So come over to Just Shop Crypto. If you guys are project leads, project developers, we got different packages for everybody. This is going to be basically a win-win. It's really hard to turn it down. Probably the best way to spend any of your marketing money ever. And where we'll even help out with a lot of your brand and get it right up on here and start to do a lot of cross-pollination. And that's really what it's all about. Eventually, you have to get out of your echo chamber. Otherwise, you're just telling the same person to go buy XPX shirts, or you're telling the same person to go buy the Jesus shirt, right? You need somebody that's getting you exposure outside of your echo chamber. And that's why this is designed. This is honestly designed to make the projects that want to win and take their communities all the way, so we can kind of do it together. And I'm here for everybody, whatever we can do. And I think you guys come take a look at Jesus Coin. I'm going to actually post this deck screener right here. This is discount prices. I hold a nice bag of Jesus Coin, fam. I mean, when I see a project like this with this type of liquidity and it's gone up to 90 million before, and I got it underneath $10 million market cap, like what? So you can buy Jesus Coin underneath $10 million market cap, and it has a history to go up to 90 million, and it did it twice, fam. It didn't just do it once. Here goes one time and went right back up there. I'm okay with that. And even on here, like it went up to 43 million. This is when I first started talking about it over here. Kind of underneath 10 million. I was like, hey, this thing has potential to do it all over again. And it did rip up to over 40 million. And I could have took profits right there, still holding that Jesus Coin, still holding it very strong, because I want to see this thing go all the way up to, hundreds of $1 million of market cap. I want to see this community get what they deserve, man. We need positive stuff in the space, fam. It can't just be degeneracy nonstop. We need a foundation. We need some kind of bedrock. We need some, like, I don't know if you guys have seen me. A lot of times I joined the crypto church with these guys, and I just want to hear some positive stuff. Like I can't hear, these crypto spaces nonstop of just, it's too degenerate sometimes. I need some balance it out. And I love to hear people's testimonies, because I think everybody has a testimony. If you're doing this experience called life, you're going to have a testimony at some point. So it's a good place to get replenished, listen to some positive people in the space, some things that kind of inspire you, honestly, that kind of make you like, you almost feel like, man, okay. Like, that's the kind of vibe that you get. So not only is it a project and a coin, but they also have the crypto church. I'm actually going to show you guys this right here as well. If you guys can come over here and give this a follow, even if you're not Christian or whatever, you guys, I'm not religious. I don't go to any set, but I know God. So you don't have to be from any. I know Profit Bear and these guys are not going to kick you out if you're from somewhere else. I just know that that's not who they are. And if you just want to hear some positive things and support some positive stuff in the space, I think this is a great way to do it. You need some of that in your life anyways, okay? So why not do it and experience it right now with Jesus Coin at a discount price, man, at 4.9 million, 5 million, that first psychological barrier we always talk about, then 10 million being the next one. And then we go a little bit higher than that. And I'm telling you, just like when a project breaks 1 million, they go up to like, a couple million after that. And when they break 10 million, they go up to tens of 20 or 30 million, right? That's going to happen when they break 100 million. It goes to 100, 200, 300 million. Same thing when you guys go to, the billions and stuff like that. So yeah, tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. So that is Jesus Coin right now. 747 people listening live right now. Is it a physical church or an online church? The crypto church is where everybody can pull up right there on X and stuff. But I do know that Profit Bear does a lot of stuff IRL. And maybe we'll have Profit Bear answer some of those questions in the chat, bro. If you don't mind shilling a little bit, Profit Bear, letting the people know where they can find, a good place to listen to the word, whether it's on online or, you know, maybe in IRL. So Jesus Coin discounts, man. Let's go ahead and see this thing break past these little frequent little tops right here, and then we'll get out of here and break into that 90 million. But I'm investing into the people, man. That's what it's all about, and investing into the movement that I know this is going to happen at one point, where all everybody's going to come into this. So where is this going to go ahead and put this? It's going to be wild, fam. So shout out to Prophet Bear, a real one in the space, always pulling up, a lot of support. We have some great collaborations going on as well. And we're almost done with that stuff, man. Just one brick at a time, fam. One brick at a time. Let's go to Bomi the Homie. Holding right now 564, still above from when we first called it at 480K market cap. Went up to 1.7, came back down, went to 1.2, and in a bit of a little downtrend right now. Nothing to worry about because these guys obviously know how to turn it around time and time again. So just a great opportunity on a great project right now, and that's what it's all about. Let's go to the X account, show them some love, give them some exposure, and then we'll take it to the next level. So right here, what is this? Super Bomi homies? There we go. Are you ready to run this one back with other base projects? You bet. One of the collaborations we have planned is another Super Bomi Homies video featuring other base projects alongside Bomi. Smash right here. This is 56 minutes ago that they just posted this. So very, very cool to see this actually right here, right now. I don't know why this started happening to me. When I'm having too bullish of a space, it's almost they want to shut it down. They're like, whoa, he's telling people too much about too many hot plays. Let's knock down the stream. Let's try to make it. It's like, it's not going to work, fam. We're going to put in the work no matter what. Here we go right here. So we got Bomi the Homie. This is at Book of Miggles. And again, what are they going to be doing? Collaboration right here. And this is how you get cross-pollination. Seems like they got a YouTube video for the shorts. So this is a great way for everybody to get some of this, you know, cross-pollination going on right now, everybody. So very, very bullish. And here we go. That is Book of Miggles, fam. Book of Miggles. Bomi the Homie. Discount prices could come down to 4 and then turn back around. What's nice is that you know that they got a community that's willing to do that. So a little bit of a downtrend with the rest of the market. Nothing abnormal to see. This is kind of what we always see happen. Nothing really new when it comes to, you know, knee-jerk reactions in the space, and that's just what's going to happen. Let's go to OG Brett next. Let's see what's going on with OG Brett. $7.3 million market cap, holding on to this nice little area that it's been before. Could come down to $5 million and then go back up to these areas again. So like I said, when you've seen ETH pull back, everything that's tied to base, everything's tied to ETH, you're going to see that natural knee-jerk reaction. You're going to have a little bit of a pullback, but to-do list, don't sell. It's very easy. This is 4 hours ago, fam. Boy, is that lagging. Wow, that is some serious lag right there. That's all right. And if I'm missing some of the chat, my bad. But yeah, Restream doesn't know how to handle how bullish this stream is right now. Let me close that out. Reopen this back up. Go back to Restream's like, whoa, this guy's just dropping too much bullish content for the space. And it's like, Rumbles probably can't handle it. I mean, Restream just can't handle it right now. So we probably should update our browser as well, right? All right, so we got the to-do list. It's the OG Brett, the original Brett. Natural pullback when, you know, the rest of the space is pulling back. You're going to have ETH pulling back. You're going to have the ones wrapped to these guys pulling back. It's just kind of how it happens, fam. That's just how it happens, right? So holding really strong, breaking $15 million market cap could really get the FOMO back into this one and start sending it into 20, 30, 40, $50 million market cap, or even breaking its all-time high at 48 million, what it did last time. So very, very bullish on OG Brett, but more than anything, I'm bullish on the community, fam. That's what I'm bullish on. Let me go over here and do you guys some justice. Here goes that discount price. Discount prices on Arena, just set it and forget it. I got a nice little bag, nothing too crazy. I'm not going to touch it for 5 years. So obviously it's nothing too exaggerated up in there because they have staking. So I'll be making, you know, staking rewards anyways. But this is a perfect example right here of like Arena doing what it's got to do. Been saying about this play since 10 million. It went up to just about 66 million. and now it's pulling back. Just buy it, stake it, and hold it. It doesn't even matter. Just look back at it 5 years from now. Let them build out Arena. Let this become the next Twitch. Let it become the next whatever. Buy Avalanche on the cheap. Buy Arena. Don't just hold Avalanche. It's not gonna make you as much. And come over here and put it into Arena. If you got Avalanche, put it into Arena. Just don't hold Avalanche. Not financial advice, but do with that as you guys please. You guys can hold Avalanche and get a 2-3x, or you guys can hold Arena and possibly get a nice 100 to 500x pretty easy. That's up to you, right? That's the choice that you make on your own, right? I'm not telling you to make these choices to print extra money. God forbid I tell you guys to print extra money for yourself, right? Here we got Speedy. I mean, 842K market cap. Holding pretty strong. Definitely has got some work to do. Had a little bit of a pump going back towards that 5 million. Just came right back on down. So let's check on all the plays that we normally check on and see what's actually going on with how things are holding up. 6.6 million. I kind of told you guys it would probably most likely come down to 5 after going up past the 10 million and getting rejected at 15 million, but getting ready to just probably turn it right back around once again. They got a very active community. They're pulling up nonstop. And they're staying extremely active. So here we go. Let's see what's the latest. So we got Meme Generator Online. Okay, the amazing team at Hyper on So created us our own very own custom meme generator. That's going to be very nice. And again, what is this right here? Cross-pollination. Why? This is cross-pollination from people from Solana coming over to BNB. So very nice seeing the utility play out and the cross-pollination happening. Then you got this nonstop, Throwback to this cheerful Binance. What is this? Nice. I mean, I'm surprised the whole robot ain't out right now. There's probably Binance robot should be out by the end of this stream. I wouldn't doubt it. Here we go. Captain BNB sounds like number 1. Okay, Captain BNB is out here. Captain BNB is out here. The AI tools are fire, man. They catch your attention. You see how I stopped to look at that? It's like AI tools and animation work. We're in this new era of crypto. Look, I know that got your guys' attention. So this is cool. Got my attention. If it got yours, I know it. This is the next era, using that AI to market your stuff and not needing a lot of work either. So just a solid person to bring it all together. Captain BNB could be huge if it starts to run. Absolutely. It just needs to break these market caps and hold. If it got above 30 and started to hold, the rest of the FOMO will happen. But it's got proving grounds. Any project that runs up like this super fast and comes down, that's why it's just been going through this nonstop, right? So it's just holding and staying above 10 million, and people are waiting to ape it. I'm sure there's people with BNB on the sidelines just waiting for more market caps to be, crossed over. So we'll see that happen. 10 million, hold above 10 million. This one can really, really go a lot higher, right? So let's go to another play. Let's see what else we got. You guys pull up. Let me know what you guys are buying. I was looking at some other ones as well. I was just checking some things out before we went live. This is a little Ethereum play right here. Let's go to the lower time frames. This one's about done. That's why that other play had a decent looking chart. These charts like this is like crazy. And it could still come back. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, this is why I like this one right here. This chart looks a lot better. When those other charts, it's almost the same people doing the same recipe over and over. It's like their chart tells you who it is. The chart, the way it moves, the way it does everything, literally tells you that it's the same groups that do the same thing over and over. So when you see something holding and looking a little bit different, that's a little bit cool because it could be a solid play. But when you see the same straight up and straight back down, and then the community's got to grind it out for, forever and ever, it's the same play over and over and over and over and over. So these were some of the ones that I was looking at as well. This would look like another cool one, very low market cap. I even went to their X to check it out. I was looking for some low cap gems right now. This is Shiba Inu's mother. The other one is father. So now we're seeing this whole little narrative, the mother and father. And this one's very young. I mean, it could go a lot higher. No main, crazy people talking about it. There's a space later on tonight that you guys could probably check it out. But we're seeing this whole mother-father narrative coming out with the Shiba Inu stuff and some low-cap gems well before any real big influencers are talking about it or anything like that. And, you not being able to get in early, right? Let's say it like that. So there's some plays right here that you guys can get in early before it's, $2-3 million market cap. And then you got to like, grind forever. You could find something that wouldn't take that much to just set it and forget it and see how far it can go. Let's check out some more plays. Naka, I think this one, that name usually does pretty good. This was 9 days ago. Definitely has run up. This is probably another one right here that I would keep an eye on if you guys have Ethereum. This chart right here is looking very healthy. It's looking very good, and it's already showed you something. Let's. These are the plays that I like. It went up to 5 mil. It could come back down to 1 mil, and you can catch a bounce there. That's good, but it also could be holding on to where it's at right now. This $3 million market cap and wicking a little bit underneath there, but it's already showing that it has the potential and enough people's eyes that might want to see it go past 5 million. What happens when it breaks 5 million? It goes to 10. What happens when it goes to 10? It can do that 20 or 30 million dollar market cap. So sometimes getting in super early low cap gem is good, but you can also find these like this where the chart just looks really good. Like you can tap into the community, see if they're very vibrant, go over all the stuff, and be like, hey, can this one have what it takes to at least break 5 million and go to 10? Would it have what it takes once it got to 10 to go a lot higher? What's up, everybody? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys pulling up. We got a very powerful stream today. Much love and respect to all of you guys. We're really shaking things up. For all you guys tuning in right now, if you guys are just tuning in, you guys are interested in the giveaway, come over here to register right here. Make sure you guys register and then join the Telegram, hit /verify when you join this Telegram, and make sure you put in your UID number in right away so that bot doesn't kick you out. And we got a whole team working on that. We already got a good set amount of winners, but we still got some money to give away. So until that's empty, we'll start the next one, okay? But right now there's still some giveaways. So if you guys are listening right now, definitely tap in with these 2 links that I just posted. Register, join that Telegram group, and go through the motions, fam. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving. I like this one. Keep an eye on this one right here. I know it's kind of already at 3.2 million, but the fact that it went up to 5 twice, it has what it takes. Let it do its reset. Let it do whatever it has to do. But it tells me that it has what it takes to break past it. That's just like XPX. It went up to 2.7 twice. It has the community that wants to break that, right? So, just like this little bit higher market cap went up there twice, there's going to be that little bit of retracement. Maybe it holds around here. Maybe it even comes down to that $1 million market cap and then rallies right back up to break past that 5 million to have that momentum to even go higher to the, $10 million market cap and whatnot. So, very, very interesting. I'm liking what I'm seeing with the ETH plays. I should even go to their website and see what this Naka Go, the Shiba who saved a breed. So discovering a legacy of Naka Go of Akashi. So the cornerstone of Shiba Inu, born in 1948, he became the foundation that saved an entire breed from extinction. So there you guys go right there. And you know what? This could be a sign for everybody. We have our Matt Fury moments. We have our, when people are making dubs of Pokemon, making all kinds of stuff like this. Is Shiba Inu narrative coming back? I mean, when was the last time we had Shiba Inu replicas and narrative really in full effect? So it's actually been a while since we've had that, right? Where we've been covering all kinds of funky little stuff, all kinds of, different types of projects and whatnot like that. And I like to always notice when there's moments like this where the narrative switches and then we got to kind of see what's actually going on and what people want to actually hear and talk about. Because somebody like me, we off-ramp Shiba Inu in XPX. All we have to do is off-ramp your Shiba Inu. And I'm sure that these guys are probably using a lot of hashtags, possibly with Shiba Inu, or a lot of these other projects will. Do like, Naka and Shiba tags together to get a little bit of that cross-pollination. But nonetheless, what it's telling me is that Shiba Inu there's a buzz. When you see these colors start to pop up again like that and you start to see that whole narrative, there's something there. Special Shiba Dogs Dinner Edition tomorrow. So you're seeing, like I said, people talking about, that whole Shiba Inu narrative is picking up. And that's where a lot of this stuff even comes from. It's good to see these. Maybe the dogs are ready to make a comeback. Maybe are people feeling like it's a doggy dog world out there, right? We'll see. We'll see what's up. But definitely something going on with this one, and not really too many big names talking about it. So, all it takes is a couple influencers to keep pushing on this. Right little recipe with the right community. They got decent engagement on all these posts. Seems like they're posting nonstop. I would keep an eye on this. This is a lot of work just for nothing. So, not to say that it can't fail. Not saying, put your house on this thing or anything like that. But what I am saying that there's a lot of effort going into this that could potentially yield something because maybe this is the next move for the next narrative. The next meta is going back into that little Shiba Inu narrative. So keep an eye on this one. Healthy chart, nothing just trying to attack a community, just very organic. They probably got good control of this and holding really strong. 190 liquidity, $3.2 million market cap. 190,000 in liquidity, $3.2 million market cap. If you look, like XPX's liquidity is really close to that. Like I was saying in that community space, like our liquidity pool is as thick as a lot of projects anywhere from $3 to $5 million market cap, and we're gonna get there. But this one's looking like a nice little play right here. As the markets pull back, maybe you can get some ETH for the cheap and find some plays. Let's see what else we got up in here. Let me know if you guys got any plays that you guys would like me to cover. Let's look at case right here. First case on Ethereum. Okay. I don't know. Not the worst looking chart for crypto. I'll tell you that. It's actually not the worst that it can be out there. We've all seen worse, and somehow they even come back to life, and you're like, oh my God, even though that chart was disgusting, it still came back to life somehow, right? So this is the other one right here. This is just low cap before and they paying for all this stuff, so they got some ads, but look at that. Just something very light, very super light for you, whatever light for you is. Okay, here we go. We got I must have missed something taking care of some IRL stuff, but you guys got Shiba Inu narrative at its finest all over again. Here goes more Taiki. So let's go to the daily, break it down. This is that ugly chart that I'm talking about that still somehow works. It said nothing's 100%, right? Nothing is completely foolproof when it comes to what charts look like. It's like the chart can get crazy ugly and boom shakalaka, everybody. You can post that GIF like crazy, right? Here we go. Right here, this thing comes out, goes up to 2.6 million market cap, shook everybody out. Basically nobody around, down to what, 27k, even lower than that. Probably one of the craziest one out of all of them, and then boom, just jump up like that. So interesting. I'm sure people don't know what to do with this one now, and that's probably a good thing. That's working out pretty good for this one. Let's go to their X account, see exactly what they got going on around Taiki Inu, the face of Shiba, CTO of the CTO of the CTO. It's all on you. Here we go right now. Cooking. We're cooking. You guys are definitely cooking. 39 minutes ago, everybody who faded this it's having a rough time, having a rough go of it. They don't even want to come back and look at this thing no more. They're like, I'm not looking at this. There's no way I'm coming back to look at this. Important spaces. I need to share what I am seeing at Taiki that makes me very bullish. GG's only. Look at you guys got GG's. Jeez, that's how that thing turned right back around. Said boom. They definitely CTO that thing, and they got it. They got the whole thing, and it's definitely looking strong now. Now with that type of pump and that resurrection like that, now I'm sure the community's thriving. I'm sure the chat is pretty live. I'm surprised 7 likes, 2 retweets. If the Taiki community is listening to this, they definitely need to pull up. This is enough to get the whole thing pumping and going again. This is looking really good. Coming and bringing it back to life like that, it's wild. You can never discount crypto for having the ability to make you feel like, oh my God, just pure more FOMO on top of the FOMO. Like, oh my God, when I thought it was done. And this is why you should only put in what you're willing to lose. And if you really like the project on a pullback, now, could you have had the guts to DCA into this? I don't know. Let me know in the chat right now. Would you guys have DCA'd into this, going through 2.5 million, and you're like, you know what? I like it so much, I'm going to DCA it at 27K market cap. I'm going to get into that cheap. And Crazy, fam. Crazy, fam. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, and now it's holding a good, we got a nice little floor right here. I mean, now it starts to look like it's got a whole little life to it, fam. Taiki. Here you guys go. Before Doge, before Sheeb, there was Taiki in 2008. A single photo captured the soul of Shiba Inu. Calm, proud, timeless. That image became the face of Shiba Inu online, from Wikipedia to meme forums, and even earned the nod from Vitalik Buterin himself. But Taiki was never given a token until now. Until right now, was never given a token. What? This website is really clean. These are the guys that know. This website's very clean website. Original photo, token supply, zero tax token. Man, this could be a banger, fam. This could be a banger right here. They brought it back to life. Let me know what you guys DCA'd into this, because I mean, crazy how it tested everybody from up here to down low. I mean, here we go. I mean, crazy bullish, and yeah, it's looking nicer every single day. Even with the markets doing what they're doing right now, the markets can't scare me out of any of this. I need this to play out, and then they can scare me. If all this was going on and we were close to the top over here, I'd be like, guys, we better get altcoin season soon. What's the CA on that thing? No, I'm not going to give it to you. Nope. Nah. No. Because then I got to buy after you, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you, bro. Here you guys go right here. And here, I'll just post a link, the deck screener link, make it easy for you guys as well. Like that, you could just click on the link. Trying to get in before me, right? Here we go, man. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the market. Is BTC coming back to life? Is it all over, fam? Should we pack it up? Is it all over? Oh, I like that. Yeah, but until this happens, I mean, I'm not scared at all. The market could do whatever the market's going to do. Until I see this thing go into the yellow or the orange, like it's done every other time, this is just a correction. Now, let's say we're having all this World War III stuff, and markets start pulling back around this, high 180s, 200 and something BTC, all up in this yellow zone up in here, possibly going into the orange. I'd be like, maybe we have altcoin season coming, right? Maybe we have altcoin season, but all this stuff ahead of this is tomfoolery. All right, and you can fool me once, you can even fool me twice, but you can't fool me 3 times, no sir. Not even twice, to be honest with you. I stop it right away. I know what's going on right now, so let's be patient. That's why you're supposed to be looking for really great projects. Leave your main bag to your favorite project and have your little gambling bag in a whole nother wallet. Don't even have it in the same wallet, so you don't start, messing up your main bag to go chase another, silly bag for no reason. Like, keep a wallet just for your silliness. Keep a wallet for your main plays. Diversify also, like the way that your wallets are. Like, I got a Sweet wallet. I got a MetaMask wallet on my phone. I have a MetaMask wallet on my iPad. I have a MetaMask wallet on one laptop. I have a MetaMask wallet on another laptop. These are all different wallets that contain wallets within that wallet, right? Diversify, having all your stuff right there. Tomfoolery, 1972, called. They want their word back. Yeah, that tomfoolery, bro. I'm not falling for it. It's a 1972, right? But, bro, I'm not falling for it, man. I know there's serious things going on around the world. I know, but there was always serious. I mean, we went through a pandemic. That was serious. I mean, right? Bitcoin still did what it had to do. Doesn't matter what's going on. This thing just has a life of its own. And in the short term, there's volatility and where it scares you, me, and everybody else, right? But since I've been in the market for a while and I zoom out, I'm like, I'm not falling for that stuff. It's a correction right now. And that's why even on the daily chart, I was telling everybody, like, if we broke the 50 and we came down here, that doesn't mean the market's over. You know, it could literally turn right back around, start to head right back towards the top, or lose the point of control and come a little bit lower. I said if it broke this 71K, I would be hurt. If it broke 71K to the downside before it hit the peak of the rainbow chart, I'd be like, I don't like that. That I don't like. That I don't like. But you have to be almost still somewhat bullish overall if it can still hold above these prior resistance, and if it became and made it a future support, I mean, and held above 71,000, that's still above our last high, 69K, right? If we stood above, 69K and we're bouncing on this, that's still above our last high. So even that, you would still have to be like, all right, but the minute it would break underneath that, I'm like, can somebody tell me something different? I'll keep it real with you guys, man. Well, we're gonna keep our eyes on this thing and do this the right way. That's what we're supposed to do. We keep each other in check, and we can still have a great time while we're doing it. Let's layer up BTC, seeing it's even at 102, trying to do something. Can it come back around? 15-minute chart wants to. We got the 5-minute chart, but hey, it could be coming up just to crash the 50 moving average and come right back down. But this was a great entry right here on this 5-minute candle after this long downtrend, this buy signal. Woo! If it breaks this 50 moving average, it could definitely fill the gap and come up to the point of control of 103,000 and some change, right? So we'll see what's going on. How's Solana doing? This is AVAX actually. So you see, once Bitcoin starts doing good, we go from 16 to 17. Let's go to Solana. What is Solana doing? Oh, right from down here, from this 137, now it's 138. Why? BTC is turning around, everything else turns around. So that's what tends to happen. Look how similar this is to the BTC chart on the 5-minute chart. This long come down and really find that support and turn right back around. BTC, that long little thing, find that support and come right back around. It looks basically the same. So if you can watch BTC doing its thing ahead of its time, you can kind of have some fun with like Solana potentially breaking past the lower value range. Point of control is 140. Top value range is 142. So there could be a nice little long trade, very short, momentarily trade that you would have to manage really good, potentially presenting itself. You come over here, you got your buy signal, you come to your 200 moving average. We still got some work to do, but I'm liking this little bounce back. I'll be honest, I'll take it, as long as we're holding relatively strong above that 71K for BTC, we're still good. We got Captain BNB up in the house. What's up, Captain BNB? We had covered you guys already. What's up, Rimbo Slice? The Captain BNB community, super vibrant, super Captain BNB, super BNB. Good to see you guys pulling up, fam. Nice to have you guys pulling up. Let's see what else we got. Ethereum Leslie, okay. 139K. Oh, this could be a little sleeper right here. Coming to life little by little. Did we find something, fam? The Ethereum website. I know this style, right? Did they find something? Is this something that's just coming to life little by little? Maybe a little sleeper right here. I'm going to post this one right here. Not financial advice, fam, but this could be a little degen play. 167K market cap. That's pretty low. And we've seen this recipe, this pattern of, basically keeping it quiet, letting people cheat, and they accumulate it. Nice little pump. Most likely come back down to this 100K market cap and see if this could be one of those ones that pump up a lot higher. We're looking everywhere for some stuff. So ETH, Leslie it is. So, nobody talking about this. Nobody. Super, super. ETH 2.0 mascot. We could have found one. Not too sure, right? It could just do that and that's it. But a lot of times when you see this long consolidation, they're getting all the bots to get away. They don't want to create too much attention. So they keep it real quiet, low volume. They don't want the contract to get sniped. So they make it look like they don't want to make it interesting for anybody. And then out of nowhere, they start doing this. And this has been a little recipe that we've been seeing in the space quite often, is where, it had its initial liquidity injected, pulled all the way down and just trading, and they're accumulating the supply nonstop, so they can have supply control and then pump it up on everybody and then be able to sell some of that supply control that they have to be able to, listings or marketing or whatever they might be doing in the space. So, yeah, I mean, we probably found one right there. Possibly. I don't know. I know a lot of things are when the markets are like this, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential. There's 86K. Little weird ones like this. Never experienced real daylight. No, you don't need real daylight. All you need is crypto, fam. That's all you need. Nerd. At Nerd. There you go. I mean, who's this right here? Let me know in the chat who's this. Who is this? Who does this look like? This is what I'm going to end up looking like if I keep eating Uber Eats. This is what's going to happen if I don't get it together real quick. Real quick. I'm hungry right now. I'm hungry right now, fam. Oh my God. Oh, the more round you get, you just want to experience more roundness, right? You're like, how can I get more round? I know what I should do. I should order some tacos and a churro. He said that's TK. I was hoping you called TK that. I was hoping somebody was gonna take the heat off of me and put it on somebody else, right? So that's gonna be TK soon if he doesn't stop. If he doesn't stop, that's what's in the works from. Most of them are probably sleeping right now. I know most of the guys across the pond are sleeping, so we can say anybody that's probably sleeping right now and will be good. Check the chat. If anybody's saying good night, most of our guys from across the pond are probably sleeping right now. We'll just add them to the list of, be like, no, nobody was saying that. So we heard you and Saphir was saying that, that after we went to sleep, you guys said that we were going to get more rounds. I said, no, we would never. No way. Here we go. Meme link, everybody. Meme link. You got Pablo Crow cooking up nonstop. Got the beta version for everybody. F it. Full send. I'm ready to run it back up. Okay. Here we go. My old hashtag crypto army. It's time to finish what we've started. Sure, it's a different jersey, but this time with the docs dev, a plan, and 95% of the supply burn. Meme link is the final boss. We attack them when they write good night in the GG. Yeah. we start making memes of them and stuff, right? Drinking warm milk and stuff. So get grandpa his warm milk. You know how grandpa gets when he doesn't have his warm milk. We got, since Meme Link is going to be a multi-billion-dollar project, in my opinion, once we conquered the App Store and social media, I have considered doing an OG NFT collection, a collector's item. Ooh. No, I plan to G early. I already G'd. I need to buy back in. Yes. ETH ready. I mean, come on now. ETH is ready. Sharky, brother, what's good, Sharky? Man, Sharky, how you doing, man? How you feeling? Sharky's no joke in the space, fam. We got some heavy hitters coming together with some big heavyweights coming into the live stream as we conquer the broadcast on X right now, going hard for everybody. Definitely doing our thing. Come over here, check out Meme Link, fam. Went up to about, on deck screen it says like 15 mil now, but it went higher than that. You're saying like 16 mil, but it went a lot higher than that. Right now it's doing really good at 5.9 million and holding really strong. It's starting to curl this thing right. I mean, it's curling. Do not get it twisted. Things can only consolidate for so long, and then they turn right back around. And they're above that $5 million market cap. What happens when you break 5 million? You have what it takes to go to 10. You break 10, it's the same thing that happens every time. It gets all kind of pumpy. It gets all sendy in the chat. It gets all bullish, right? So here we go, man. $5.8 million market cap. Let Pablo Crow know I said what's up, man. Let's see what else we got in the chat. How's Arrow Bud doing? Toasty Sheepnuts just been gone, man. He's on vacation or something. $8 million market cap. Base plays holding pretty strong. See the top 10 on the base plays. Do we got anything here? Moon on base? Let's see if we could just find some freaking plays for everybody. Liquidity is not locked, so be careful with that. Let's see what we got. Sheesh. Missed this, that's for sure. How come you guys didn't tell me about this one? But the market cap is crazy, but you look at the liquidity ratio, it's like, but it works, man. It works in the space. It definitely works. I see people like, oh my God. I'm like, all right. I'm not going to even ruin it for you. I'm not going to even ruin it for you. Go ahead. Here we go. This one I called super early to be $1 billion project. I was spot on. I could have did better on it, but it was the beginning of all that stuff. I called this one super early. I was like, hey, man, they're ripping a page right out of Solana, and I had a feeling that this Brett was going to be pretty good. And it actually did. It actually did. On my other laptop, we could see all the stuff that I wrote. But, yeah, we called this one really early, and I was like, this is probably going to $1 billion easy. And it actually went higher than that. So, yeah, it went to 2.2 billion. But I knew when I saw Base doing the same thing that Solana was doing, that it was going to actually, they wanted their $1 billion project as well. They want that. That brings in a lot of hype to their chain and everything that they got going on. Game by Virtuals, 42 million, 8.6 million in liquidity. And although this chart looks like it could be something. The liquidity is not locked, but 8.6 million in liquidity, you gotta respect that. You have to respect that. Okay. Troll, haven't seen that one. I think I heard some people talking about it. 13 million. Let's go to Pump Fund. Here goes Troll right here. 1 million in liquidity, $13 million market cap. Not a bad looking chart. Here goes your psychological barriers again, man. Don't get tired of me saying this. I'm just making sure I don't mess up and I don't forget either. So this is for all of us. Why is it when we break the 10 million it goes so much higher? What's the first section that it broke? Look at this, guys. 5 million. Crazy. Every time. It could be a cat. It could be a troll. It could be a dog. It could be a hippo. It could be a ferret. It does not matter. What matters is, can you break past 5 million, then go to 10 million, come back down to 5 million, and go back up to 10 million and break it, and then you get your $20-something million market cap automatically. That's going to happen to every project that can break these market caps. That's all you got to do. Now, granted, ours is cruising and doing a lot slower because, the hype on BNB is not quite what Solana is, but that's access to anybody. Anybody can pull that off. You break 5 million, you go to 10. All of our bags are going to look silly. We go over 10, we start layering some exchanges so we can go 20, 30, $40 million market cap. And because the way our smart contracts are designed, it just holds up there, right? This is looking good. Delulu. This chart this is a crypto chart. It's holding $10 million market cap, healthy as ever. And its all-time high was 40-something million. If it can keep holding right here, 13 mil, 10 million, 13 mil, 10 million. If it loses 10, you guys know that it's going down to 5, not because I'm fudding it, not because of this, that, or the other, because that's what happens. Whether it's a cat, whether it's a dog, that's just what happens, right? So the fact that this is holding, really, really strong, this $10 million market cap, lets me know that it's most likely going to come back to the 20 or more so the $25 million market cap to try to break past that and create another wave of FOMO where it can go a lot higher. Trolls are all over in the space. We got Troll King, we got Saphir. This whole space is filled with, I'm a troll to a certain extent in this space, right? So, everybody spends a little bit of time trolling, whether it's leaving funny comments on videos. Even I do it. That's some of and you get to have fun with that, right? So here you guys go. Troll, at Troll, Trollo, or at Troll, LOL. So come check this one out. Chart's looking pretty good. Good narrative. I mean, this stuff hits. Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on it. There it goes, pumping up again. And it's right at that zone. Like I told you guys a lot of times, when it gets to that 10 million, the reason the whale starts to come in is because it gets close to a $1 million liquidity pool, and that is very powerful. The whales can come in and out. You know, if you have a little tiny pool, a whale can't swim inside of that pool, right? No matter how much the market cap pumps, because the liquidity ratio is low, that's just little buys making the liquidity ratio. When you get whales in there and the big buyers come through, it's because there's going to be a big liquidity pool where the whale can actually swim in there, right? And this is the stage that they're at right here. I watch when they break $1 million in liquidity, they'll probably get more buys coming in, because a lot of bots have the parameters set for, $1 million in liquidity, right? Because they don't want to buy nothing unless it has $1 million in liquidity, right? So right here, Troll. Maybe Troll King launched this one, and he's going to send me some tokens. Send me some tokens, Troll King. Airdrop me a bag, TK. All right, everybody. Let's look at top 10. We're live for about 2 hours. Really putting in some good work for everybody, as we should. Divine, the Gore. Let me see. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking over here on Solana? I don't see too much of the doggy narrative over here like we did on ETH. We saw a lot more on ETH as far as with the dog narrative, right? And that's the thing, is like, this is a good way for you to kind of look at stuff and see what people are really into right now. But if you guys can see on useless coin, I mean, look at that. Sheesh. That's it. It's got a life of its own forever now. There is no stopping useless coin. You might as well not even fight it. It's here to stay, right? There's certain areas, once you break past, you're just here to stay. I mean, people can kick and scream and be like, oh, we don't like them and this, that, and another. Too bad. You're useless, right? It's not going to stop. So crazy, crazy bullish right now, what we're seeing. 97 million. This is a great chart. This is useless coin. But you can see not too much of the doggy narrative popping up over here right now. But we are seeing quite a bit of, different memes on Solana. But ETH is going back to its roots with, the Shiba Inu narrative that it's in. You don't see no Shiba father, mother, cousin, auntie, none of that happening over here right now. Can we click on this? I know that's a naughty word. Nobody knows what's going on with Solana Plays. Great show so far. Thank you for all the info and insight. Appreciate you, man. The Vote Army pulling up. Guys, this is, I don't know if you guys want to see this, but this is the space that we live in. I apologize, but this is probably going to do good because the space is so degenerate. $1.5 million market cap. I don't know if I'm just going to show it to you guys. I think I could show it to you guys. But this is the space that we're in. I didn't make up the rules. You guys are the ones that keep buying them and keep having fun with this stuff. That's why they'll keep existing until you guys are ready to buy and make utility coins go to the moon. We have to deal with this one right here. A N U S. So this is what's going on right here. $1.6 million market cap. Pretty easy for them. Yeah. Yep. Who would have thought that would have been the sender? So forget building utility. I could have just did anything as like this and it would have been good. Here we go. $1.6 million. And I would not discount this thing. This is a perfect Solana play. This is what Solana loves. Solana is the next generation. This is what our future holds. We're going straight to what's the name of the movie? What's the name of that movie that I know you guys know? It's when everybody's just like sitting down and they're, what is this called? It has oh my god, what can I think of it? What's the Idiocracy? I think it is. I think that's the name of the movie. But I think that's it right there where it's looking more and more like we might have a little bit of that going on. It's not my fault, fam. It's not my fault. Let's go to Germ next. All good, man. See you guys later, man. See you guys later. Welcome to the show. We do this almost every single day, so make sure you guys keep pulling up. This is Germinal right here. Oh, this is cool with Oscar the Grouch. Oh, I like that. Definitely had his little thing, but don't discount these. Don't discount these. All right, fam. I think we're right about there. Right about that 2-hour mark on the stream. Very bullish stream overall. You know, market's testing everybody. We found some great plays to look at on Ethereum. I think there's a new narrative. All the dogs are coming back for sure. We got some giveaways for you guys to tap in with us and register over here at BYD5. Do not miss out for this, fam. I know I'm gonna get Netflix just for that because I'm, you know, sometimes I'm stubborn, bro. But Shane Gillis is too funny, too funny, man. And yeah, I mean, some of the funniest stuff. Some people are probably gonna get mad because I like his humor, but I mean, absolutely hilarious. So markets are shaky, fam. We look at, here goes that 5-minute chart we were talking about, and the 50 moving average, the crash right there coming back down. Still a lot of work to do. Go touch some grass, roll up some grass, roll in some grass, do whatever you guys got to do. Just enjoy your day. You know, whether you're chasing meme coins, whether you're loading up on your alts to find your favorite plays, whatever it might be that you're doing, the market's not really over, fam. Only put in what you're willing to lose. So like that, when there's, you know, red in the market and there's blood in the water or whatever, you're not worried about what's really going on, right? Find your long-term projects, find your long-term communities, and you'll be all right. Honestly, there's really nothing to worry about. We still got the rainbow chart to fulfill, and we're actually still right here, fam. This is where we're at. So we're still waiting for the rest of the world to come in and start accepting cryptocurrency as the new form of payment, which is going to be exactly what happens. And so in the short term, there's going to be volatility and stuff, but really we're waiting to this thing to go to Valhalla. We'll let you guys know what's exactly going on with this market. And until then, man, we just got to play it by ear, right? Sometimes it's going to go up. Sometimes it's going to go down. It's not always going to go up. It's not summertime all year. It's not wintertime all year, right? The seasons do change. So do the directions of things, right? So the directions change a little bit. That's all. Doesn't mean that crypto's dead and crypto's over forever and that there's not Bitcoin ETFs and Solana ETFs coming and Ethereum ETFs. This doesn't slow any of this down. It doesn't slow down the fact that, you know, developing countries are going to need, you know, a faster way to handle payments, which we all know is blockchain technology. So we are very early. I think, you know, sometimes we get caught up in the short term because we like to trade it or have fun. But when we really look at the big picture of what cryptocurrency is actually doing for the space, and if you're involved in projects like XPX or, you know, even associated with us, as far as helping you take care of either payroll or your business accounts, or even the marketing machine when it's Just Shop Crypto to get you guys listed on there, you're associated with a project and a team and community that knows that, hey, we're here for the long term. So set up some partnerships, set up some collaborations in this time. Get ready for the next leg up. Don't let the pullback on the charts, you know, discourage you or anything like that over the overall sentiment. This is normal, and we actually been warning everybody for quite a week. Once we were testing this 50 moving average back to back and we got that sell signal, we're waiting for a buy signal on this thing. So we'll be waiting and seeing exactly what BTC does on this daily chart. We'll keep pulling up for you guys, keep pulling up for XPX, keep pulling up, you know, for FEG token, keep pulling up for BYD5, man. What a great exchange. Definitely printing off of there and providing all these giveaways for you guys. And I'm going to keep giving you guys, and we're going to keep doing that as we grow our accounts, we grow our wallets, and we grow our knowledge in the space. I think we'll do just fine. So take a break, man. Relax. It's a little bit of red. It's all good, okay? It happens, right? You're investing in great projects, nothing to worry about. Your meme coins, hey, that was your fun bag anyway. So if the fun bag goes to zero, hey, that's okay. I didn't use all of my capital to gamble it away, right? So just play it safe right now. Take a break, enjoy yourself, and come back to the market, and you'll see some great opportunities arise. And we even showed you some today on the stream. So appreciate you guys all pulling up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys cannot do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later. Appreciate you guys. Much love and respect, fam. Great stream. Crazy numbers. Let's keep pulling up really strong like that and taking it to the next level. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Talk